Are they trying to start a war? I'm Jim Drastic.
I'm Tiffany Drastic.
And I'm Nick Knudsen, and here on The Dangerous Ones today, we are talking about the rampant disinformation that's being pushed around online by right-wing accounts to make the LA protests against the ICE raids look violent.
Boo.
It's everywhere.
These assholes.
It's everywhere. Important context here, Trump has now deployed both the National Guard and the Marines in Los Angeles, ostensibly because there's violence. But really, we all know it's to stoke tensions and to provoke conflict.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And the right-wing disinformation machine is coming up right behind him. They want to help him, and they're spreading fake stories about violence on the ground to justify his actions.
Yeah.
So here we are. And case in point, there's a bottom feeder and Hollywood has-been James Woods.
Boo.
I'm so fucking mad at that guy. I
know,
love him so much. I'm so pissed about him.
Right?
Casino.
Right?
Dude.
Casino, the hard way. There's some good
I know.
content.
Fuck you, man.
Yeah.
Fuck you, man.
You blew it. But he reposted, and he's got a good following, a fabricated quote attributed to former President Barack Obama that discussed a secret plot to impose socialism on the country. Okay?
Oh, my God.
And so here we go again, right? And he also shared a video of burning cars from 2020.
Oh.
It's like, that's not happening in
Great.
LA today.
So it's an utter lie.
It's an utter
just
lie. And he knows
regurgitation,
it.
right.
He knows it.
Oh, great.
Okay, there's also an X account that tries to pass themselves off as some kind of like official outlet of the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. It's U.S. Homeland Security News. It has the check mark, of course, because you can buy that.
You can buy
for
that.
$8,
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, and they posted a photo of a massive pallet of bricks, and that it was near an ICE facility, and that Soros-funded organizations had placed them there to be used by Democrat militants. Okay,
Okay.
and then the final line was, "It's civil war."
They just want to throw bricks and destroy things.
Okay, but where is the picture actually from?
What?
This brick pallet? It's from the website of a building materials wholesaler in, wait for it, Malaysia.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
And you'd be like, okay, rando account on Twitter or
Right.
whatever, nearly 1 million views.
Oh.
Okay.
And this is just an example.
Right,
Yeah.
We're just
right.
running through some examples. There's also conspiracy theories flying around about LA Mayor Bass, saying that she is a CIA operative
Oh,
and
my
that
God,
she
Jesus.
is starting riots in her own city,
Okay.
because that would, of course, help her immensely politically.
God, these people
Oh,
are
my-
fucking bored.
They are bored.
Jeez.
Oh my goodness. Come on, people.
One of the first things that comes to mind when you think about these conspiracy theories that are happening now and have been happening is that the problem is that our side has to tell the truth.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when on the Dangerous Ones and on 11 Films and on DemCast, when we post things, we go out of our way to make sure that things are accurate
Mhm.
and
Real.
like
real.
truth. Yeah, truth.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you know,
Crazy.
and
It ain't sexy, but you know.
but the other side does not have to play by those rules.
Right.
And
They don't care.
I'm always astonished by the amount of people who just fall for that
I
shit.
know.
Yeah.
You know,
I know.
it's incredible to me.
So why? I mean, we kind of know the answer to this, but why do these accounts do this?
I mean, obviously, the first reason why they do it is they're trying to cause confusion. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Yeah.
When things are confused and you're not sure what's going on, you find people just latching onto something that
Mhm.
feels safe to them.
Right.
All-
Like National Guard troops.
Yeah.
For instance.
Yeah. And when you're confused and scared, you don't make rational decisions. You just go, "Oh my God, I just want it to stop." You know.
Yeah, that's the other thing I was going to say was they post that stuff to purposely raise the fear level. Like,
Yeah.
you know, if you're scared, you're gonna go with something that's safe again. And another one is to make people feel unsympathetic
Mhm.
to the cause.
Yes.
And the crazy thing
Yeah.
I would say about all of that with the protests that are happening in LA, which here at the Dangerous Ones we fully support, is I was disposed for the last couple of days, so I didn't really get to keep an eye on it that much. But when I would get home every night and I'd see Tiff, I'd be like, "What's going on?" And she's like, It's kumbaya down
Nothing.
there. She goes, they're peacefully protesting. She goes, the stuff that's going on the news is not, I mean, it's just like little slivers of the bigger picture.
Yeah.
Right.
And so these conspiracy theories drive me crazy.
Yeah. And the other thing you can't do is you can't allow the fear that they're stoking to keep you at home. They want you to not show up. They want you to just look at what they're selling you on your phone. They want you to not be there
That's
and
a good
have
point.
an authentic experience.
Don't
about
participate.
Right.
You know,
Right.
And it also gives Trump fodder. You know what I mean?
Oh, and now he can just like sow all this chaos. Yeah. And look how violent everyone's getting. No one's getting fucking violent.
That's really the point.
When you send the National Guard and the Marines in, we know what you're expecting, but we're not gonna, I don't want anyone to fall for it.
We're not gonna
we
do
just
that.
have to keep our heads. We have to keep our shit together because this is what they want.
And this Saturday at the No Kings protest, we have to all keep that in mind. That's what they want. They want us to pop off. Let's keep it peaceful. Let's keep it potent.
There's no reason to get pissed off. No, times suck right now, but you don't need to show up and like burn your city down.
And it's really important to be clear here, like in the context of all this, that the protests in LA have been overwhelmingly peaceful. Right?
Absolutely.
Extraordinarily peaceful. There's tens of thousands of people who are coming out in support of and solidarity with the immigrant community, and these are their neighbors and friends and the people that they see, you know, at their local establishments. So, and they've got their cameras on. They're filming ICE raids that are, exposing the cruelty of the kidnapping that's happening. And like, let's be real here. When you round somebody up and you throw them in a truck and you detain them and you don't read them their rights and all that kind of stuff, that's kidnapping.
That's kidnapping.
That is not, everyone in this country, whether they're a citizen or not, is afforded the right to due process.
That's right.
And people are being denied this right, and it's in the goddamn Constitution.
I mean, for fuck's sake.
and that's a good point. Is we have to remember that these protests in LA started because they're not just grabbing murderers and rapists and violent gang members, which nobody has a problem with.
Right.
They're grabbing people who have court dates, people who have claimed asylum. You know, they're grabbing people who have rights.
And they're even grabbing American citizens sometimes.
That's right. Turns out, and shipping them off. So the people in LA have a right to be upset and to be protesting. And by the way, they're going to do it all. They're already doing it all over the country. Right. So we completely support that. And
so I guess the question is, we started by talking about the disinformation that was sort of helping to fuel the fire and Trump's strategy around sowing discontent and all that. So what do we do about that?
So I'm going to bounce it even back to you. It's like, what do we do about that? The first thing we do is call out the bullshit. And I think groups like DemCast, who amplify content and amplify, the truth, are extremely important during times like these.
Yeah. No, absolutely. We all have a voice online, and let's face it, a lot of the places most of the places even where this disinformation is spreading is online. And so you have whatever reach you've got. You don't have to repeat the disinformation to debunk it. And so it's really important that we share the truth and that but there are certain instances where you just have to call bullshit. Those bricks are from the website for the Malaysian company. Come on.
Yeah. And when you're debunking that stuff, like James Woods, don't share the same photo he shared if you know it's fake, because you're just perpetuating that message. You're just spreading that propaganda, and we don't need to be doing that.
I completely agree with that. Yeah. I completely agree. And don't resort to violence. As much as they agitate you out there. They're looking for that. Because then that gives him a reason to do what he's doing, quote unquote.
And it doesn't help the movement. It doesn't help you to get arrested. It doesn't help anything that we're trying to accomplish here.
Yeah. And I would also say that let's remember the number one thing. Nonviolent resistance has proven time and time and again in American history to be the most effective.
And it's your right to do it.
Absolutely. And our hearts go out with our brothers and sisters and our non-binary family out there in LA right now. And I hope they get those bastards out of there, because that's it's not right. And for him to not consult the governor or the mayor or anybody, that nobody asked for this. He's doing it just to... So really, it goes back to my original question at the beginning of this episode. Are they trying to start a war? Let's end with this. I say yes. I say that is he wants to start a culture war.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What do you think, Nick?
100%.
Yeah.
That is, I mean, that he's all about that.
They're trying to convince you that gathering and standing up for each other equals violence, and it doesn't.
Yep.
It doesn't. They keep talking to you like you're stupid, like we can't see what they're doing. We can see you.
Yeah, right. What do you think? Call 503-212-4600. Call the People's Hotline. Leave us a message. It's 24/7, and you can also remain anonymous. Folks, we hope you'll share this information about spotting and recognizing these conspiracy theories and calling it out for what it is. Please like and subscribe this episode. And if you're listening to us, please give us a 5-star review. Please go to www.tealandorangereport.com or thedangerousones.com. Both of those will take you to our Substack, where you can become a paid subscriber and help support this show. Until then, we'll see you at the No Kings protest this Saturday, where we are going to be calling out the bullshit ourselves and practicing our First Amendment rights. We hope to see you there.
See you there.
Bye.